All right, let's see how you did on these last two. And because both of these involve percent, I want to make sure that you've got this down as you're working on your calculator, just kind of navigating and making sure you understand where those are. Okay, so I'm going to bring this down a little bit so that I can flip-flop back and forth with our fabulous multi-view TI-30 calculator. Alrighty, so let's look at this example. Here we go. Ugh, this is like what's happening in some lakes where the water level is going down, down, down. Okay, so it says the depth of the Golden Trout Lake has been decreasing in recent years. Take a look at this dock. The water level used to be here so that the dock was actually over the water. 2 years ago, the depth of the lake was 186 and 73 hundredths meters. Since then, the depth has been changing at an average rate of negative 1.75% per year. What is the depth of the lake today? So first of all, this negative 1.75%, we need to multiply that by 2 because that same rate has happened 2 years in a row. Now, either you can do this on your calculator, or if you're feeling kind of sassy pants and you want to do it on your own, it's going to be 2 of these together. So you could kind of add negative 1.75 and negative 1.75, which I think gives you negative 3.5%, perhaps. But just to show you on your calculator where you can navigate this, okay? So if I wanted to put in here negative 1.75%, your negative sign is this guy. I've got to use my mix number, 1 3/4. And by the way, there are tons of ways that you could input this value. I'm just showing you one way. So there's the mixed number, and then I want to get the percent sign on here. So I have to use the second function again to get that there. Looks good. If you actually hit enter right now, it turns it into a decimal because 1 3/4 would be 1.75, and then it's a decimal. So you got to think divide by 100. That's why you get this decimal. We have to do this for 2 years. So we're going to multiply by 2, and sure enough, you get this number, which by the way is 3.5%, which is what I had. Yay. Now, let's see what the question is asking us now that we got through that part. Okay, negative 3.5% times 186 and 73 hundredths meters, because this is going to tell me how many meters it's dropped. So we've got to multiply this. Right now-ish, I'm going to do this on my calculator, although I'm going to say before I even touch it, I'm looking at this, 10% of this number would be 18.673. 3% or 3.5 is about a third of that. I'm guessing around 6, maybe somewhere in that ballpark. So let's do it on the calculator and see if my actual answer is in the ballpark, times 186.73. Here we go. 186. So I'm going to take this value times 186.73. Boom. Oh, yeah. Negative 6.53555. All right. Can you remember that? Negative 6.535555355555355. Okay, so that's how many meters it's dropped. You're thinking, oh, down 6, that doesn't sound much, until you realize we're in meters. That's more than a yard. That's almost 40 inches times 6. That's, wow. Okay, that's over 20 feet. That's quite a bit. So it says, what is the depth of the lake today? So it doesn't mean how much did it drop. It wants you to take this value, okay, and we have to subtract that from the 186.73, okay, and basically like add this negative number, or just subtract 6.53555, okay? So basically, if I think of it this way, adding 186.73, when I hop back to my calculator, because this is already negative, I can just add 186.73. You don't have to re-enter anything. Well, there we go. About 180 meters, a little bit more than that. And if you can translate that into your notes packet, that's what your final is. It doesn't really say anything about rounding here, okay? But that should be your final answer, okay? Last one. This one also involves percent, okay? It says that Jolene bought some stock. She invested in a company and she spent about $750. They're not telling us how many stocks she bought for that price, just says she's got this value. Now, the good news is, since then, now 3 years later, the value of her purchase has been increasing at an average rate of 12.75% per year. How much is it worth now? So as I look at this, I'm thinking, all right, it's 12.75% each year, but she's had it for 3 years. So we're going to figure this out first, which will give us the decimal equivalent about how much we're going to multiply the 750 by. So grab your calculator. I wonder if I did this like smaller screen, if I could do both these things at once and we wouldn't have to flip back and forth. Let's see. Will it work? I don't know. It gets pretty tiny. I don't know if I can move this way over here and have this. I'll make this smaller. See if I can do that. If I put this here and I put this over here, this might work. Let's try it. Clear, clear, clear. All right, here we go. I want 12.75% times 3. Here we go. Oh, this is getting all covered up. 12. Oh, I don't want that. Hold on. 12.75%. Boom. Okay, now notice 12.75 is 12.6, and then when I turned it into percent and translated into a decimal, you get 126 thousandths. Cool. So over here, I'm thinking that this is 0.126. Okay, now she invested $750. So now we're going to take 750 times this 126 thousandths. Okay, so let's hop over here and say multiply times 750. Come on. Not times 75, times 750. I gotta do 10 more. Come on. Ugh, I guess I'm just gonna have to flip-flop. Okay, sorry. All right, up here. I gotta get this off. This is a mess right now. Pointer, full screen. Oh, well, it was a good attempt there, lady. Here we go. So I have to take 0.126. Clear, 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 clear. Okay, times 750. Now we're cooking. Now notice what happens. You get 94.5. All right. 90. Oh, wait. I didn't multiply by 3. Wait, this is all messed up. All right, I have to go 3 years. 0.126 times 3 years. That looks better. 0.378. All right, so I'm going to hop over here. We're not doing this part yet. Make that go away. This should be 0.378. Now we're going to take this because this is basically 37.8%. Now I take this times 750 to see how much money we've gained. So take that times that, and instead of flipping flopping back and forth, I'm just going to do it here and you follow along at home. That'll go better. $283.50. Sweet. So then that's how much it increased. Okay, that's the increase. What is it worth now? Go back and add $283.50 to your original investment of $750, and shazam, here we go. This is what, $1,033.50. Good luck. Check Schoology for your assignment, and as always, may the force be with you.